Hey everybody, my name is Francis, and today I'll be taking a private lesson to try and improve both my backhand and my serving. I'd say especially the serving. But first of all, my backhand is a more, I'd say, new shot, where I switched to a two-handed backhand from the one-hander about 2 years ago, and it's something that's kind of, I guess shaky is the best way to put it. In comparison to my forehand side, the backhand is not as stable, not enough top spin, so the errors kind of fly up whenever I play a match and, have that backhand side attacked by an opponent. So today, that's something I'm hoping to work on. In regards to my serving, right now, if you see my matches, I'm actually using two first serves typically, which is driving up those double faults a lot. So today I'll be beginning to work on a second serve, most likely a kick serve if anything, even though that's very hard for me to do. Yeah, the second serve is something that I've been desperately needing in my game and just can't rely on two first serves. But I hope you enjoy yet another entry into my tennis journal and my tennis journey. And here are the drills that I underwent that day, so thank you for watching.
Here we warm up with some mini tennis and just trying to literally warm up, as you saw earlier that it was snowing, very cold, even indoors. But just trying to get a feel for the ball, trying to add that top spin, get good height over the net when possible, and trying to keep my legs moving just to warm up that even. I feel that it's just so easy for me and other players probably just to, forget about moving the legs, and you just want to stand there and hit the ball if it's close to you and reach out. But this was a really good mini tennis warm-up where we had a good rallying streak, and actually didn't think I made any mistakes for the mini tennis, which is oddly surprising until the very end, of course. I'm just going to speed it up a little bit so that we can get to the other parts of the drills, the practice, and just the lesson itself. Next, we warmed up at the baseline and just try to get in the rhythm of things. In the beginning of the rallying, I was hitting very well. I was surprised. Even the coach was having a tough time keeping up with me. Hitting with lots of heavy top spin, and on the backhand side, some pretty good drive. But very, very soon I got fatigued. I feel really out of shape and just get fatigued so quickly, and I start making tons of errors. But for now, I'll fast forward a bit and get to the next part of the lesson. Next up, we do some forehand cross court, and you can already see my form is deteriorating quite a bit, just exhausted. And even though my form looks very strange at the moment with the forehand, it is my stronger side, so I was able to at least keep up some of the rallies, if anything. With that forehand side, I got some more freedom to add that extra top spin and have extra length for just reaching the ball if I get lazy with my footwork. But yeah, you can see that my form is just really falling apart as I just run out of energy and am already gassed by this point. I think it's only about 20 minutes into the lesson. Next up, we do backhand cross courts, and this is the side that I really struggle with in regards to consistency and, in that manner, topspin. Again, the fatigue is just really kicking in and just making tons of errors when doing this side of the cross court. And that's why I'm working on the topspin for the backhand side for that consistency. Next, the coach has me do backhand drills just from the baseline again, and just via feeds across the net. Overall, my backhands don't feel very stable when I do them, and watching this, I think it has something to do with my take back, but also just the way that I'm extending the arm out as well when I follow through. By this point, the coach is giving me advice as to extend my arm out as I am following through, and right now you can probably notice a little bit that my arms are bent actually when I follow through, so not maximizing the spin potential of the shot. I attempt to do that right here in the next drill, and it felt very strange to me as I'm not used to extending out that much, as you can see from that shot. And just felt kind of uncomfortable at first. Still used to that bent arm, as you can kind of tell right there, for instance. By this point, I'm still definitely not extending my arm enough, where she brings out this teaching tool, as you see here, to emphasize the contact point for where I would extend out and hit the ball. First, she has me make contact with just the left arm as I'm a righty, and you can see it looks really awkward with me just trying to make that contact, and I'm trying to emulate the backhand shot with just the left arm, but yeah, it does look a bit awkward. Next, I just try to extend the arm with now just both arms as usual and try to get a feel for that contact point, almost knocking it over. Now I try to apply what I've learned from that teaching tool into the feeding drills, and a bit of a couple wild shots in the beginning, still trying to get the feel of extending out when I make the contact. Now the coach is just adjusting to what she saw and telling me to stay sideways when I do the backhand shots, and she emphasized that's extra important, in fact, for the backhand side. And it seems like this advice really helped actually in terms of this drill. It really helped with the drive, the spin, and overall that means the consistency. I was so tired by this point, but hey, the show must go on. Here we do even more backhand drills, but this time with targets. She told me to hit 2 shots down the line, and the last one being cross court. And then to keep on repeating that pattern. I feel like I say this in all my videos, but there's a lot of weird bounces on this green clay, and it's just really slippery overall. But just doing my best to follow the coach's advice of extending the arms out and staying sideways. Next drill, the coach has me hit 2 backhands and 1 forehand, and just repeat that cycle. A bit slippery, as you can see there. After that, we go rallying back at the baseline, but she intentionally hits to my backhand more, as that's what I'm trying to fix. But I have to say that my form by this point was falling apart so much that it didn't really matter when it came to just rallying here, and just almost like I forgot everything I learned a moment ago. And oh, those drop shots are so bad when I'm that tired. And that concludes all the backhand or rallying related drills, and we move on to serves. And here I'm doing mostly just first serves, as that's the only serve at this point that I can really do, to be quite honest. And the coach is just analyzing what to fix. And honestly, not much was really said about the first serve, aside from perhaps later on just letting my racket drop down a bit more in the starting stance. But again, I really need a second serve to be developed for my game, as I can't really rely on 2 first serves. So here the coach attempts to teach me how to do a kick serve, and first is with the toss, where I need to toss above my head the ball where I can make contact and generate that top spin. And to toss more directly above my head, I need to start tossing with my arm parallel to the service line, as you can see her trying to demonstrate that way. And when making contact with the ball, just brush up and out. This is incredibly difficult for me, as I think I just have some kind of shoulder or elbow issue for sure that's hindering myself to do that. I attempt to do it a couple times, and the tossing is really strange to me. It felt as if I were like chasing the ball as I was tossing. This is something I would need to practice for quite a long time and just get used to that. So still unsure as to whether I should continue focusing on that second serve or just go for 2 first serves as a casual player. But yet again, I know the smart decision is to try and work on that second serve and just develop it over time and just be patient. That pretty much concludes the whole lesson on February 20th, 2025. Thank you for watching, everybody, and I hope to see you in the next one. So take care and have a good one.